The Gadget God presenting the PlayStation TV. This is Sony's newest device. PlayStation TV is a set-top box similar to, I guess you could say, a Roku or an Apple TV. The difference, though, is actually a few key things. This is essentially a PlayStation Vita without a screen. So it has a memory card slot. It has a Vita game cartridge slot, which a lot of people weren't sure if this could actually take Vita game cartridges. It does! So what I want to do is go ahead and open this box, show you all the good stuff in here. Best way. The thing that I think is the coolest about this, and actually the main reason I got it, was because you can remote play to your PlayStation 4 in a different room. So I have my PlayStation 4 in the living room, and I want to be able to play it in the bedroom if I was so inclined. So with this device you are able to do that using a feature called Remote Play. How the heck do you... It's like a puzzle. You got to work for the beauty. And speaking of beauty, look at that tiny little thing right there. This is actually the PlayStation TV. Now I haven't actually used one of these in person, but this thing is tiny. This is smaller than an iPhone 5. I didn't say iPhone 6. You can see I got mine in the background. But this thing is literally only as big as the amount they need to have all the ports on it. So I'm going to do some size comparisons in a second. Let me just show you the console. Here it is. Oh my gosh, this thing is so tiny. Like, I already think this was an awesome purchase just by how tiny and cool this thing looks. PlayStation TV, formerly known as PlayStation Vita TV in Japan. We can see here on the side from the front there's the Vita game cartridge slot. It's where you put your Vita games in. This is the front. Got a little on-off light there. So we can see on this side there's nothing. On this side we have the Vita game cartridge slot, which opens up. Shazam! Shazam! Come on in. And then on the back we got all the ports. There's a memory card slot. So we can see here this is the Vita memory card slot. You can actually take your memory card out of your PlayStation Vita, put it right in here, turn it on, and there's all your stuff, all your game saves, all your games. And then turn this off, take it out, the memory card, put it back in your Vita, play it on the go, play it at home. You only need one memory card. You have to be logged into the same profile, so keep that in mind. But you can also create a sub-account if you want other people in your household to be able to play your games. Then you got the USB port here. This is where you can connect a DualShock 4 controller, Shazam, or a DualShock 3 controller. It will charge them even while the system's off, just like you can with a PlayStation 4. So that's to charge your controllers. HDMI port, Ethernet port, and then you got your power port. And this is actually the power button right here. So let's see what else is in the box. Open up this white cardboard encasement. Show us your treasures. A lot of stuff in there. Got your quick start guide for PlayStation TV. Funny enough, it opens like backwards as if we were in Japan. There's plenty of information for you there. Uses a DualShock 3 or a DualShock 4 controller wirelessly once you synchronize it. And then in here they were generous enough to include an HDMI cable. You don't see that a lot these days, but they included an HDMI cable. And then you also have, let's put that beauty right there, they also have the power cable and then the AC power brick. It's unfortunate there's an external power brick, but to be honest, this thing is so tiny, I think it's totally worth it because it makes it look even cooler on your counter. This power brick is tiny. The actual micro console itself is almost the size of the power brick. So it's a tiny power brick, it's an even tinier console. See how slim this thing is. For size comparison, we have a DualShock 4. Will it balance? It will not. DualShock 4 controller. This thing, I'm absolutely blown away by how small it was. I followed it up until they released it in North America yesterday, and it's absolutely tiny. So again, take your Vita game cartridges in there, take your Vita memory card in there. You can use the same one as you do on your PlayStation Vita system. But this thing is so small, it's literally only big enough to hold the ports on it. If it had less ports, it would probably be even smaller. So if you have any questions, definitely put them down below. I'll give you all the answers once I get a chance to test it. Sony recommends that you use a hardwired Ethernet cable for the best remote play connection. A remote play is streaming your PlayStation 4 to the Vita TV, the PlayStation TV in a different room. I've had success using it just wirelessly, so I'll go ahead with that. If I find that it's not as good wirelessly as I think it should be, I'll make sure to update in the video description. Otherwise, PlayStation TV, it's finally here. Sony's micro console. One other thing I'll throw in there is they just released PlayStation Now, an application for this as well, which will allow you to stream PlayStation 3 games to the micro console. So essentially, the PlayStation TV can play PlayStation 1 games, PSP games, PlayStation Portable, PlayStation 3 games using PlayStation Now, and PlayStation 4 games using Remote Play. I really just bought this to download some Vita games on here that I already have from PlayStation Plus, and then also play the PlayStation 4 in another room without needing a whole other PlayStation 4. So this is the Gadget God, giving you another unboxing. Like, comment, subscribe. Put your questions below. I'll be sure to answer all your fun questions about awesome technology. And as always, let the word of the nerd be heard.